Welcome to today's deep dive into the profound teachings of Bogar 7000. In this video, we'll be exploring the line Vanantha-ma'aki Nintra Ganeshan Patham, the path of Ganesh described as being filled with an eternal bliss and power. But what makes this line even more fascinating is the connection between Ganesh and the very essence of life, oxygen. Let's break it down. First, let's understand who Ganesh is. He is revered as the remover of obstacles, the symbol of wisdom, prosperity, and the ultimate source of grace. But in this context, when we think of Ganesh, we often focus on his elephant head and his auspicious nature. But there's more beneath the surface, something far more expansive, something as essential and invisible as oxygen. Oxygen is the fundamental element that sustains life. It's invisible to the naked eye, yet its presence is felt in every breath we take. It has no shape or form, but it is the force that fuels every living organism. This quality resonates closely with Ganesh. He is formless in his spiritual essence, yet his presence is all-encompassing and life-giving. Now let's consider some characteristics of oxygen. Oxygen is a life-sustaining force, just as Ganesh is the force that sustains spiritual and material life. Both Ganesh and oxygen are omnipresent, invisible, yet absolutely necessary. Without oxygen, nothing can thrive, and without Ganesh, life's journey is full of obstacles and limitations. Both are subtle energies, deeply embedded in existence but often unnoticed, until they are needed. What if Ganesh, like oxygen, represents an unseen force that nourishes us in subtle yet significant ways? Ganesh is not merely a deity we worship for his image, but also a force that symbolizes the flow of energy within the universe. Much like oxygen fuels every breath of life, Ganesh is often associated with wisdom and intellect. Oxygen, similarly, is essential to our brain functions, the very organ that governs our wisdom. Without oxygen, our minds would not function, and our wisdom would cease to flow. In this sense, Ganesh could be seen as embodying the same vitality that oxygen imparts to our existence. Both offer clarity. Ganesh clears our obstacles, while oxygen clears the way for clarity in our thoughts. Moreover, Ganesh is linked to the principle of balance. He represents the harmonious union of the material and spiritual worlds. Similarly, oxygen balances life. Too little oxygen and we cannot live, too much oxygen and it can be harmful. In the right balance, oxygen sustains life, just as Ganesh ensures that all aspects of life are balanced, from the mundane to the spiritual. Ganesh also carries the energy of transformation. He is the destroyer of obstacles, allowing for new beginnings and the flow of creativity. Oxygen has a similar role in nature. It supports the processes of respiration and combustion, which are essential for energy release and transformation. Just as Ganesh clears away the negative forces for transformation, oxygen fuels the energy that powers the living world. Is it possible that Bogar is using the line Vanantha-ma'aki Nintra Ganeshan Patham to hint at something deeper? What if Ganesh is not just the deity we worship, but a symbol of the life force itself, something as essential and pervasive as oxygen? Could Ganesh's path be the very path that guides us toward understanding the essential and invisible forces that sustain us, both physically and spiritually? This line in Bogar 7000 encourages us to think about the deeper meanings behind every element of existence. It calls us to see Ganesh not just as a god in a statue, but as a living, breathing force in the universe, just like oxygen, invisible, essential, and constantly at work. We invite you to reflect on these connections. Do you see Ganesh and oxygen as interconnected? How do you relate to the invisible forces that sustain you? Could Ganesh embody the same characteristics that oxygen does in our world? As we ponder this profound connection, we gain a deeper understanding of Ganesh and his role in our lives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of the divine and the elements, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth content on the wisdom of Bogar 7000.